Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today's video is part 2 of a 2-part video on seed inventory and what I'll be planting in 2022, along with a challenge to my friend Travis over at Lazy Dog Farms. So thank y'all for coming back. If you didn't see part 1, I'll try to attach it above. You may want to go watch part 1 of this video first. You'll know a little bit more about what's going on this part 2. But again, thank y'all for coming back, the ones who watched part 1. So let's continue on where we left off. So that's the Brussels sprouts. Let's move right along and see what next. Oh, this is the eggplants. Now I'm gonna try the eggplant I told y'all a while ago, that new one I got there. And there's some Black Beauty. I know I'll plant the Black Beauty. And there's some early Midnight Hybrid. And there's some more Black Beauty. They from Burpee. And here's a White Star eggplant. So this year, guys, I know I'm going to be trying the White Star eggplant, and I'm going to plant the Black Beauty eggplant again, and I'm going to plant this Fairy Tale eggplant. So that's the 3 eggplants that'll get planted this year. Now when I do that, guys, I may not have but 1 eggplant of each one of these. Or I may plant me 2 Black Beauty eggplants, and then the other ones there I ain't never grew, just do 1 plant just to see how they do. That's what I like to do, is do that, then see if you like it. If you don't like it, it's kind of experimenting. This is the fun about gardening to me. Alright guys, I had to get up and turn that heater up a little bit. Moving right along, we got some dill, lemon balm, which is already established, so I won't be planting no more. There's some more of my Katarina cabbage. Let's see, I'll go back and put this other in that pack. But guys, here on the basil, I got some sweet, So Easy sweet basil. This here's a pack I picked up at Walmart. From Johnny's here, I got some. It's E-L-I-D-I-A. E-L-I-D-I-A. That's from Johnny's. We like planting basil, and you know basil. Here's another one I can't pronounce the variety. D-O-L-C-E-F-R-E-S-C-A. Come from Seeds and Such. Now I've planted all of these over the last 2 or 3 years, and they all do good. But my wife does like using basil, so we try to keep a couple basil plants going. And here's some more cucumbers. This is the DIVA cucumbers. Summer Dance Hybrid. That's the one that I grew, that I let one grow to see how long it would grow. I'll plant some more Summer Dance Hybrid. And then this new cucumber that I was telling y'all a while ago. The Ashley cucumber right there. Thought I had 2 more. Yeah, here it is. So what I'll be planting on the cucumber would be the Summer Dance Hybrid. That's the ones I got from Burpee. That's the ones I let grow to a long cucumber this year, just see how long one would get. But that's a good cucumber. And then I'm going to be trying this cucumber Ashley and this hybrid early spring Burpless from Seeds and Such. Most cucumbers around this part, people grow straight 8s. Like I said, they just ain't nothing spectacular to me. That's why I like just trying different ones. I got some cilantro here. Of course, I plant again. Of Cruiser. It's Cruiser cilantro. That's from Johnny's Select Seeds. Here's some Georgia collard greens. Them didn't do good this fall in my little raised bed, but I don't think it had nothing to do with the greens. I think my little bed there wasn't real good. My amazing cauliflower. Here's some different chives. These packs like this here, so easy, from Ferry Morse. I just picked up at Walmart. There's some from Johnny's. There's some fine leaf chives from Johnny's. So if the winter gets what I got going out there, I'll plant some more of them. Just according to how cold it gets, and if them out there make it back. Now my lettuce, I got all kind of lettuce, because we just like all kind of mixture lettuce, especially the leaf lettuce. Y'all know I just mix it together in my beds. There's green ice lettuce from Burpee. My butterhead lettuce, that done good this fall. Coastal Star romaine lettuce, that's head lettuce, that done good this fall. So them two will get done again in a bed of head lettuce. And this is Jericho lettuce. Tricolor romaine mixed leaf lettuce. There's some more lettuce, green ice lettuce. And here's some from the local feed and seed called Black Simpson lettuce. There's baby leaf lettuce. There's some more black seeded Simpson lettuce that I bought from Seeds and such. And see guys, the thing about your local feed and seeds, that pack there is half full of seeds for less money than this little pack here that probably ain't got 800 seeds in it. That in there probably got about 5,000 seeds or more. So that's why, if you can get what you can get from your local feed and seeds, it's way better. Here's some Paris ice lettuce. See, that pack's half full. That come from the local feed and seed. That's why I get what I can get from my locals. Here's some iceberg lettuce from the local feed and seed. Here's some more romaine lettuce from Johnny's. And some more butterhead lettuce. So you wonder why I got so much. Well, sometimes I'm kind of like a woman when she goes clothes shopping. I get online and I can't remember if I had any more of that left over, so I like that romaine head lettuce and that butterhead lettuce. I went on and ordered another pack because I wanted to make sure I had some, and then I get looking back and I already had plenty. There's some lavender seed. Now that's one thing I have not been able to get growing from seed, is lavender. I can get it and it'll start growing, it'll come out of the ground and be growing, and then it'll just die. I don't know, I can't grow lavender for some reason. There's my, now here's from picked up at Wally World. This is Ferry Morse. Hale's Best Jumbo Cantaloupe. And I got some peaches and cream sweet corn. And that's just a little bitty pack. You see guys, sweet corn and stuff you really want to buy from your local feed and seed stores that you can get it. But you don't get enough seed in these little packs here to even plant one good 20-foot row of corn. But I got that. Some of this learning some stuff about seeds as I go. And of course, rainbow chard. Now guys, I ain't gonna get all this out because I know this video is running a little long here going through all this, but the rainbow Swiss chard we like, and actually that's what all of this is. Well, this one here is called Bright Lights from Johnny's, which I think's the same thing as rainbow. Some other places call rainbow. but that come from Burpee and it's called Rainbow. Johnny's is called Bright Lights, but it's just different color stems when it grows. I always plant Swiss chard, 'cause we like Swiss chard. Guys, the other day I cooked some kale, some of my prism kale. And every time we cook prism kale, I usually just get a little prism kale and a little red Russian kale. Well, I grabbed a couple of leaves off this rainbow chard and cut up and put in there. Well, my wife was eating it that night. She said, "What'd you put on this kale? It tastes good. Tastes a little different." I said, "Nothing. Just put my oil, salt, and pepper, and that's it." She said, "But it tastes different." And then I said, "Well, I did cut up a couple of leaves off the Swiss chard and put in there." She said, "Well, I like that." I said, "Well, from now on, I liked it too. We'll just mix it as we cook." Sun Angel spinach and Space Hybrid spinach. Guys, I've never planted a big bed of spinach. I always plant just a little container. Because when we picking our lettuce to make us a salad, we'll grab us a couple pieces of leaves or two of spinach and throw in our salad. I ain't never really planted a bed big enough of spinach just to eat cooked down spinach. Ain't that I don't like it. A lot of it's just because I ain't got enough beds. Then we can move on. Got another bag full here. Carrots. Now I got some different carrots here. Nantes. The Nantes. Nantes. They done good. This is a pack I picked up at Wally World. Nantes half long. They done good when I planted them. Scarlet Nantes, they done real good. That's the ones, I can't remember if it was last spring or year before last when I got the big bed of them. We actually still got some of them in the freezer, guys. That's why I didn't plant no carrots this spring, just that little bitty box. Here's some from Seeds and Such. Little finger, these are the baby little fingers. And then I have some Denver carrots. I've planted all of them and all of them done good for me. Except for the little bed I planted this year, and it ain't that the carrots, it's the little container I put it in. It ain't good for carrots. It's too small. Alright, we got our mustard green seeds. Now, this is just from the local feed and seed, just like the big brown box pack I showed you a while ago. Just mustard and turnip greens. Nothing special. Okra. Clemson spineless. There's my spearmint and peppermint already established, so I ain't gonna be planting that a while. My peppers are my Fuya jalapenos that I saved the seeds. That's the one we looked through a while ago. Then I put it back in the box where it's supposed to go. Thyme, very more so easy thyme. Already got thyme established. I ain't never had to plant it again. Now this winter might get it, it may not make it. Sage. I don't know how you pronounce that variety. It's EXTRAKTA. That's from Johnny's. And common sage. Actually, my pot out there that's got sage in it right now is just the common sage. And once it was established, I ain't never planted no more sage. Guys, that kind of stuff there, I planted just because I wanted to plant it and grow it. We dehydrated some of it, but mostly it just gets used a little bit here and there. Run out there and get a fresh twig to cook with. Squash. This year I'm probably going to be doing there's my green egg hybrids. That'll get done again. If you ain't never eat a green egg hybrid squash, guys, y'all need to try it. It's shaped more like a big black beauty eggplant, but it's green. but it tastes like a yellow squash, but the texture on it's a little tougher than a squash. And what's good about it, you can cut it like you do a eggplant, and you can lay it on the grill and put oil and season it up and lay it on the grill. And they are really good, to where if you try to cut yellow squash and lay on the grill, you know, they're so soft they fall apart. But they taste just like yellow squash. Then I had some butternut squash. I ain't gonna grow them again. We really didn't care for it. My pick, and my green egg squash, that'll be my 2 squash I do this year. Rutabagas. I got just some rutabagas from the local feed and seed. That's what I'm gonna be doing this spring instead of turnip greens. Do the turnip greens in the fall. There's just oregano, Greek oregano. That one's from Urban Farmer. You got different kinds of oregano, but well, all that's Greek. Every one of them is Greek. One's from Burpee and one's from Urban Farmer. That one's from Urban Farmer. But I already got that established out there, so I ain't got to worry about replanting that unless we sure enough get some bad weather and it don't. But it made it through last year, and last year it snowed nice and stayed on it for a week out there, and it come right back and done good. Oh, here's some more spinach. See, this is why I got to go through, when I get through with y'all, I got to go through and get everything all in the packs it's supposed to be in. This is just some spinach from the local feed and seed. Again, I don't know what variety, it's just spinach. Usually your local feed and seeds is going to sell what grows good in your area, if they've been doing it for any amount of time, for sure. All right, we got onions. They're out there right now. I tried some Wally Wally onions. They didn't do that well. This here sweet Spanish yellow onions. That's just bunching onions. Evergreen long white bunching onions, they done good. Candy onions, they done fairly well. There's some more Wally Wally onions. Now these packs like this say in Burpee, but still I think them got picked up like at your local Walmart and stuff. Very Morris, Texas Grand Onion, guys. That's what I had out there right now. But I think the heavy freeze has done got them. I don't think they're going to pull through. I don't think they're going to pull through for my overwinter onions. And here's some hybrid Red Rock onions. They done good last year. What little bit I plant, guys, that's the thing. I just plant little containers. So I may have this one in this container and that in that container. I don't do a whole lot, cause kale. Now we do love our kale. There's red Russian kale. Let's see, that pack's folded over. Can't really tell where that came from, but it's red Russian kale. Got the names covered up with tape. I don't want to try to pull that tape off and tear that pack. Got some Blue Ridge kale, also known as Prism kale, according to where you buy it from. I got the last here from Haas. And I got some of this dinosaur kale. Now this was just picked up at the Walmart. See here, this guys is where I'm saying, if y'all really into gardening, go check out my friend over there, Travis at Lazy Dog Farm, because he can pronounce all these varieties. It's L-A-C-I-N-A-T-O. I don't even know how to even start to pronounce that. But I planted that this year, but the first night it come a heavy frost, it got it. But I'll plant that again, because I did eat a little bit. It mixed with my other kale and it was good. Watermelons. I got the golden yellow on yellow. Yellow inside, yellow outside. I saved seeds from. And I got my sugar baby watermelons. That's what I'll be planting again. Curly leaf parsley. Ouija parsley. And then we got our radishes. Thought we already went over our radishes. Oh yeah, the radishes. Hybrid radish Roxannes. They do good. Because see, radishes, guys, I plant a little bitty container. Because as soon as they get ready, I have another little bitty container. I like 3 weeks behind them, and I kept me a little container of radishes because I'm the only one eating them. So you don't need just a few at a time. But them done good. But here's another one I loved. And here's from two different places. This is from Fairy Morse I picked up at Walmart. Icicle short tops. Now I love that radish. And had some coming again until the hard freeze got them the other day. But here's, they call them white icicles here. Like I said, probably the seeds is from the same supplier, just selling under Burpee and Fairy Morse. But I got another pack of them because I liked them so much when I seen them. Both of them picked up at Walmart. And Scarlet Globe radishes, them do good here. And when I say here, I'm in Zone 8, Northeast Louisiana. But it really don't matter. Zones nowadays, the way our weather goes from extreme heat to extreme cold overnight. Alright. My pole beans that I'm going to be doing this year. For you who've seen I done this at the end of the summer coming into the fall, is these rattlesnake pole beans. Now that has been the favorite pole bean, green bean, and that's probably the only green bean I'm going to do. Because they taste good, they grow good, they're easy to harvest. I got some dry pinto beans. I might plant a row out there in my back garden if I have room. Here's some golden wax beans. I done them, but I really don't care about them. The same thing with the asparagus yard long bean. Them grew and done good on my trellis. But me and my wife, I mean, they okay. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with them, but they ain't nothing special, so I probably won't do them again. The lazy housewife bean. It was a good bean. We liked it. Then I got some Cherokee wax beans. Now if I'm gonna do another wax bean, these come from Fairy Morse called Golden Wax. And these are called Cherokee wax. Now I don't know what the difference is, but if I do them again, I'm gonna try the Cherokee. See, a lot of these I picked up at Walmart, and you see they're $1.44 for a pack. Well, you wait till the end of the year, they put these on like 50 cents a pack just to get rid of them. That's why a lot of these stuff I picked up at Walmart, I waited till they marked them down. Oh, here's another one. This is probably what's going to be on my other trellis. I'm going to have rattlesnake beans and probably these Kentucky Wonder pole beans. First time I tried the Kentucky Wonder pole beans, which it wasn't the seeds I got from Haas. I got the seeds from somewhere else, and they just didn't germinate good. And guys, I'm not one that likes to say the seeds was bad when I got them, but what was funny about that is everything I planted come up and grew, except for them Kentucky Wonder beans. And like I said, they wasn't the ones I got from Haas. I can't remember where they was from. But I planted them things 3 times, and they never came up. Well, after they didn't come up, I turned around and I planted, I think that golden wax bean. I can't remember, whatever. I turned around and planted another bean in them same spots on that trellis, and they came up. So that pretty much confirmed to me I got some bad seeds. Now, if I just done it one time and they didn't come up, I wouldn't say that. And here are some Christmas pole llama beans. These are these big llama beans. Now guys, we planted these and got us, I just do one trellis and we got enough to eat us a couple messes off of them. Now I like them. If I got enough room, I may plant them again. And the rest of this here is just flowers, wildflowers, zinnias. So now I'm gonna go through this inventory because I didn't find my Indian striped tomato. So that's one thing I got to order, the Indian striped tomato, because I really was wanting to grow that. But guys, that's a little bit of what's going to be coming up being planted. But I'm going to take y'all out there and give you a little shot of the garden right now. Today is January the 5th or 6th of, today is January the 6th of 2022. I've been working my beds over. I had a clip on a video where I showed y'all how I work my beds over. I go on right now as the leaves, the lettuce and stuff, the greens and all, the freeze it done hurt them, knocked them down. So I went on and I chopped that up in my bed. I put my quail poop manure in there and I put rabbit poop manure in there, and I put dry leaves in there, raked up out of the yards, and I just turned it over. And as time goes, about once a week I go out there with my fork and I just turn them over and let them compost down over the winter until it gets time to plant in the spring. If I do have something when it comes spring that ain't composted down, what I do is take the wheelbarrow, scoop that off the top, take it out there and get me some stuff that I got piled up that's composted and put on top and put that in the compost pile. But probably by the time we get to plant, it's all going to be composted down as long as I keep turning it over. Another thing that I've done that helps speeds up you, if you want to use your dry leaves, of course if you run them through a leaf mulcher, that helps because it tears them down. But if you ain't got enough greens to mix in there to help break them down, go get you some like 3300 fertilizer. It's just nitrogen. Spread that in them leaves and mix it with that dirt, guys, and it'll compost them leaves down, because that's your nitrogen you mixing with your brown leaves, your carbon. So if you ain't got enough green stuff and you want to break your leaves down faster, unless you just 100% organic and not wanting to budge from being totally organic, you can go get the nitrogen fertilizer. Like I said, I got fertilizer you can get locally here, 33-00. You can put that on them leaves and mix them up, and that's your nitrogen there that helps go on and boost it down. So let's go out here in the garden and take a peek. Hey guys, here's my broccoli. Here's the biggest head right here. But I'm gonna go on and cut these, and there's a little head right there. But you can see, even though this was covered up, plastic on there, or weather's been so cold, it's killing it. So I'm gonna go on and cut that today, and at least get them 3 little heads and call that done. Cause it's gonna get colder the next, especially tonight. It's supposed to get down close to 22, they saying, and it's drizzly rain today. But right now, guys, I'm gonna get this little bit of broccoli right here. That ain't much, but I didn't even know if I was gonna get that or not. So that's enough broccoli for me and my wife to eat tonight with some of our fresh cauliflower. In reality, you ought to have been getting heads that bigger and bigger. But that's all I got for my first time. I've never grew broccoli before in my life. But I will try it again this spring. But it's all over for the winter. Now, I went on and uncovered this yesterday. because I was pulling started. I didn't get to this bed yesterday. I was going to chop this up, but what I do, and I ain't going to do it today because I ain't worried about it, but I just take a fork and I just start turning this. Now this bed here, I still got irrigation in there I got to take out before I do it. But I put my leaves that I raked up. I really like to run them through my mulcher first. Mulch them and put them on there. I take ashes out of my wood heater. Kind of give it a good coating over the top. I get rabbit manure and quail manure, and I just mix it all up. Now like I said, if you ain't got enough greens, you can go get you some of that 33-00 fertilizer and put on your leaves when you mix it all up like that, and that'll make it hurry up and compost down. But like I said, now I ain't fooling with this today because it's too cold out here. It's steady dropping. Right now it's done dropped down to about 38, and this drizzly, misty rain and wind blowing straight out of the north. It's cold out here. Y'all can see what the cold's done to the dinosaur kale. My poor Brussels sprouts, I didn't uncover them yesterday, but I know they done. So they didn't make me no Brussels sprouts. Now some say they're real cold tolerant, but I can't foresee them coming back from the way they look. I'll give y'all a little close up. If any of y'all raise Brussels sprouts and thinks these will come back, y'all let me know. They all laid down. I know y'all can't see good. I just don't foresee them surviving that, especially when we got more nights coming like we had the last week. But if you raise some and you think they'll come back, please let me know in the comments below, because I ain't no hurry to chop them up. This is just a frost cover. This ain't plastic, so it don't keep it from getting wet. That bed there's one I done chopped and turned and put manure in and my ashes in. If you go back, I think that was the one I was doing on a video the other day. Guys, I got 3 heads of Catarina cabbage. I'm leaving just to see what happens. No, I got 4. This one here is about 3 inches in diameter, but you can look at it. If I'd cover this on up with plastic, them might would, I don't know, but we got like 8 in the ice box right now and we eat. No, we got 5 in the ice box, and I think we eat 3 on New Year's Day that done got up big enough for us to eat. So if they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. And of course, that's there my strawberries. Now that's covered with, that's actually got plastic and frost cover on it. I keep my strawberries covered all winter. That strawberries covered with plastic and frost cover. Now the prism kale there, it's been doing good through all this freezing. It ain't never even been covered up. Red Russian kale, you can see the cold hit some of it, but it's still doing good. The next few nights might go on and end it. But there, guys, right there is my Texas grand onions, and they was doing so good. If any of y'all real experienced at the onions, tell me if you think them's gonna survive or you think they're over with. Personally, I think they're over with. I don't think they gonna come back. But now them I ain't gonna dig up. I'm gonna just let them go and see what happens. Cause that bed there, I got enough compost. I ain't worried about mixing it up. I'll wait till the spring, and if nothing come back, then we'll pull that ground cover out of it and put some new compost in the top layer and plant something else. But you can see I done got all my other beds yesterday while it was warmed up. I didn't video none of it, but I got all them. I got poop, leaves, greens, ashes out of the fire. All them beds is prepared again. Now one thing I'm experimenting on right here, guys, I'm not gonna pull that up because I got that's plastic and it's stapled down. But that was my Swiss chard. And the freeze had got it because I didn't have plastic on it, I just had a cover on it. But I didn't have plastic on it, I just had the frost cover on it. Well, the freeze got it and it had died down. But down at the bottom it was still hard. It didn't get mushy or nothing. So I cut it all off. And it's sticking up about that tall. This is an experiment here I'm trying. Y'all might can answer this. Some of you might tell me, no, it's not gonna come back. I covered it with plastic made like a greenhouse. I'm gonna leave that and I'm gonna see if that Swiss chard will come back what I already got established. If you know it will, or think it will, leave in the comments and let me know what you think. The wind's blowing so hard, guys, the camera won't even stand up over there. But like I was saying, if you think that'll come back, let me know what you think. Let me know what you've experienced over time. Whoo, guys, it's cold. I don't know about y'all. I know I've been up north before. Went up to Colorado when I was in my teenage years hunting. And the temperature up there, yes, it was cold. But it wasn't the humidity. And I swear up there we was hunting that year, it was like 20 degrees, snowing. And when we was walking hunting, I done got down to where I was just in my t-shirt. Well, I can promise you, down here in Louisiana, when it's 20 degrees, you ain't gonna be in no t-shirt because so much humidity, it's just a colder feeling of air. But yeah, now I ain't saying that 0 degrees and -0 when it gets up there. But as far as 30 degrees here versus 30 degrees up there, 30 degrees down here is way like colder, especially when that wind's blowing and it's mist and rain and stuff like it is today. But guys, that's a little bit about what we're going to be planting for next year. Hope some of you enjoy that, and please don't forget to go check out Travis at Lazy Dog Farms. If you really like gardening, I think you would like to subscribe. Don't cost you a thing to subscribe. If you never subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on our videos because it really helps us out with our YouTube channels. But follow Travis along. But don't forget me. I know I'm not no professional. I know I don't stand a light to my buddy Travis over at gardening. But don't forget about me. Come on back and watch some of my experimentals and gardening and growing, and kind of poke him up and tell him old poor boy done challenged him on growing a BIG ZAC tomato and a KELLOGG'S tomato, and we're going to see what we can do this year to have a little fun with my friend. Now if you get over on his channel and he starts speaking them big words and you just all country like myself, don't give up on him. Just you might learn something. He teaches me a lot. I just can't pronounce that stuff. But what I really like about it is when his wife Brooklyn's on there with him. Brooklyn, he'll be talking that stuff, and then she'll ask him questions, some kind of questions like somebody like myself might want to know the answer to, and he'll look at her, but she'll ask him questions and she'll get some answers out of him, and it makes it come out more in our terminology. So I love it when Brooklyn and his wife's on there with him. But again, y'all go check him out. Like I said, subscribe to his channel, leave him a comment, tell him I sent y'all over there. And don't forget to come back now, you hear? Come back on over here. Don't go over there and forget me and leave me. But we're going to try to have a little fun this year. We might come up with something else besides just the tomatoes. Something else we could talk a little smack about. Leave him some comments and poke him up. I know he's a better gardener than me, but I'm gonna give him a run for his money. Well, we ain't got no money involved. It's just more or less kicks and giggles and fun. But y'all know what I mean. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna finish going through my seeds and rearranging. And y'all have a good day. God bless. See y'all next time.